Triad Wars is the flip side of Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs was all about the story of Wei Shen and taking you on a ride along that story and finding out what was going to happen to Wei Shen. Triad Wars is the other side of that, which is it's all about Hong Kong and it's all about the criminal underworld within Hong Kong. And this is about you creating your own game.
Triad Wars is an open-world action strategy game. It's an online game. It's a PC title. It's a game that's going to change and evolve over time as people play it. It's really a kind of unique experience.
It's all about being a triad gangster who's fighting his way to the top. It's about going out, raiding real rivals, taking their stuff. It's about building up your empire.
We had built this whole world with this simulation of Hong Kong, and we built this great action mechanics. We have got great driving, great shooting, great running, great fighting. And we sort of thought, what can we do with this now?
This was really a chance to explore Hong Kong, and again, the triads and how that fit together.
In this game, you play an enforcer running a gang in the Hong Kong triads, and you build up your gang and your turf, and you build basically a criminal empire.
It's about ownership. It's about, I get to go into this place, build something up and own a piece of it, build it up, protect it, go and raid other people's turf, take things from them. So you get to immerse yourself into that Hong Kong gangster world.
Your turf is interesting because it's really an extension of the player's personality. The types of rackets that you choose to run, whether you choose to focus on counterfeiting goods and counterfeiting currency, smuggle in things, it'll change the way that you approach your game day to day.
It's an open world game. In those kinds of games, you don't actually see this level of combat. You can do whatever you want to do in order to defeat those guys.
This game doesn't tell a linear story where every player is going to have the same experience. When you play this, you have a different experience from everyone else who plays it.
To get to the top in Triad Wars, you gotta be strong and you gotta be smart. That means you gotta go out, you gotta raid real people, you have to make smart decisions to get the most out of that so that you can rise to the top. In Triad Wars, the community is everything. In some ways, Triad Wars is even a response to things that people have been telling us they want. We want you to help us make this game. We want to know what you want to see. What do you love? What do you hate?
We take that to heart a lot here. I mean, as a team, this is something that's really close to all of us. You know, we're kind of pouring our hearts into these games, and now to be able to have the conversation with the community and build it into something that we both want, that's pretty exciting.
This thing's a living, breathing thing, and this thing's just going to keep evolving, and you know, I'm excited to figure out what it's going to be in 2 years. It could be a completely different game, and that's really exciting.
It's not an uneven playing field. It's a game where anyone can have fun and be competitive.
When we set out to build Triad Wars, we set out to build a fun game. And that's really all that matters.
Hong Kong is a city that you just can't help but fall in love with. The grit, the unique character. We feel like there's a lot of room to give you new experiences, to push players in new ways.
We all love games, we talk about games, we play games, so for us it's a lifestyle. Like, I love this.
Triad Wars is a pure sandbox where you get to choose what to do. It's going to be really interesting to see how players choose to use those features, how to use those tools, and the types of experiences that are going to come out of that.
We're really excited to be given the chance to actually produce more in that world, to push the boundaries of it, to give you new experiences and new characters, really deliver something fresh and new set in that world. I think is an amazing opportunity.
People like two things about Sleeping Dogs. They really love the cop aspect, or they really love the crime aspect. So we made this one for the criminals.